Hi, this is Nick again. I just realised with my convoluted way of trying to teach how to do a magic ring, and I thought I really should give you the other option of a starting circle without actually having to do the magic ring method. So this is simple because you're just doing a few chains and then joining the chains into a circle. So we're just going to make a slip stitch. So it's just fairly basic. I hope it's basic for you. Put a slip stitch on. And we're going to do some chains, and I'll do about 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And obviously you can change this to less or more chains depending on the size of your project and how many stitches you need to put into it. So we've got our stitches here, 6 chains, and then we're just going to join back into the first chain we did with a slip stitch. So you put your hook through, you grab your yarn, you bring it through that stitch, the first stitch, and then the one on your hook. So now we can move the tail a little bit. And that just makes a circle for you to start your work. So we're going to chain up to make our first stitch. So if we're using, for example, double crochet in US terminology, then we'll make another double crochet and then another double crochet. And depending on your project, you can just continue going around if you're making a hat or anything that requires several stitches in a row, or if you're going to make a granny square, I'm going to chain 2 and do 1, 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1 set of clusters, 2 set of 3 set of clusters, and 1 more set. Let's do 1 more set. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's the tails in the way. Chain 2, and then join to the top of the chain 3 that we did. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go into the top of that stitch, so it's easier when you're first learning to crochet to go into that space. So we're doing a slip stitch, bring it through. So as opposed to the magic ring method, there looks like a big hole here, but once you can tighten a bit, and once you sew it in at the end of your project, it'll draw it in and make that small, so it's not a big gaping hole. So that's with double crochet. Just unravel that. So you do any stitch into this. You can do single crochets into it, so chain 1, single crochets in US terminology. So you just go in through the hole, do your stitch, in through the hole, do your stitch, and then you just rotate it around. So however many stitches you need to do for your project. And we can see by the V's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's have a look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if your pattern says to join, put your hook under those 2 loops there. That's called a V. And we'll slip stitch to join. So again, you can use that circle for anything. If you can't master the magic ring or magic circle, as it's also known, for the beginning of your project when you're starting to crochet. Okay, hope this was helpful. Bye.